of when you kind of start to trim the fat and kind of get to the center. It's amazing how little things that used to bug you don't anymore. Like everybody wants the big house, the vehicle. And it's like, yo, the stuff you own ends up owning you. So we best come to realize that you better be happy with this human right here, because your little children are looking up at you and waiting. They're just starving to know the answer.
Yeah.
And we need to be able to give it to them.
So what is the answer? What is the answer?
I find journaling is my answer, and going for long walks and doing a lot of reflection. And that's all I've got so far.
I love that. And I really, one of my questions is how did you kind of start the process of becoming the hero of your own life? And I think truly it's about getting to know yourself.
Yes.
Through the journaling, the walks, the meditation, like actually being still with yourself and getting to know, like, who is Lisa?
Well, my mom once said to me, if you don't love yourself, you can't expect anybody else to love you. And I was like, that's a really accurate point, because I think most people don't love themselves. And I think it's so sad, because look at the generation we're in. And it sucks because I'm in the beauty industry. I see it firsthand. And sometimes you just want to hug people and be like, you are so beautiful. You don't need all this. But then from a business perspective, like, it's so difficult. But that's why we try to encourage it with people like, if this is what makes you happy, makes you feel comfortable, absolutely. Let's do it. However, you don't need this.
Yeah. It doesn't define your worth, right?
It doesn't.
Yeah.
But we are in a society where that's kind of the way it is right now. So I just like to, and it's so easy to get trapped into it. It's so easy to get sucked in. And so that's why I find journaling, going for walks, having that one-on-one time where I turn my phone off, like fully shut it down, have those nice evenings out on the deck with my husband, talk about whatever. So important. And I find that helps you kind of come back to who you are. Like, who am I as a person? What do I love? Right?
Yeah. Because it can be so easy to get pulled off center by all of the, that I need to look this way and have this house and all of this stuff. But when you come back to truly who you are, and the question that I work with people with is, what would you love? Right. And I've had people describe that as like a mic drop in their brain. Like, what do you mean? What would I love? Like, what does that even mean? Really, what would I love? Like, what would you love for your life? Truly, truly, what would you love for your life? When it gets, and it gets to the essence, it gets to the core, it gets to what's really, really important to you.
Yeah. And that's all. I had somebody ask me that, like, what is the only thing you'd ever want in your life? And I'm like, happiness, total bliss, happiness, health, healthy kids, happy children. Like, that to me, happiness is the only thing that really matters.
Yeah. Napoleon Hill, who wrote Think and Grow Rich, of course, he interviewed like 500 of the wealthiest, most successful people of his time, and identified, I think it was like 17 attributes of wealth. And the number one wealth and these people had crap tons of money. The number one wealth that they identified was peace of mind. The number two was health. So actual money didn't make the first two. So people who had the money identified that peace of mind, right? So that happiness and that health.
Isn't it? Yep.
Right.
And didn't Jim Carrey said, I wish everybody could be rich and famous, because they'll see it's not the answer.
Because who you are goes with you.
It is.
Right?
It is.
So if you're not happy truly with who you are, where you are now, if the conditions outside of you change, that's not going to shift that.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's very true.
So what is your next level journey? And what are your kind of next level pieces in terms of continuing to become the heroine of your own life?
I love teaching. I love teaching these adorable little humans and seeing their mind blown, and they're like, oh my God, I never thought of that. And I'm like, right. I love it. I love empowering a younger generation of like, we can do this. It's hard. Help them make money, help them. We do vision boards with our staff. Make me a vision board, even if it doesn't include work. You want to have kids, you want to have your own salon. Like, we are cool with that. We want to help you chase your dreams. I would like to have more locations. So we just opened up the second one in Sherwood Park. My goal is 7.
Awesome.
And I would like something else, but I'm not allowed to say yet. But something else big is coming. I just can't say yet. But yes, so I would love to have it kind of go across Canada. But then the other thing is I would love to have a shelter for victims of violence, for men and women. But then also have free psychology within the establishment. So that's my big goal. If I don't achieve it, I tried, but I also don't make myself sick about it either. That's another thing I've learned with goals is I'm so incredibly competitive that sometimes I'm like, whoa, you don't need to win everything. You don't need, and that was a big life lesson too, that you can't win it all. Maybe step back and just enjoy the experience. Don't be so competitive. In the business world, definitely competitive. But I think a lot of business owners are. Quite a few are, but I find too that I'm very content. I'm content. I have a rock solid team. We have a great following. We do well. And we'll just kind of see where the next road takes us.
Yeah. And aligning and trusting with the universe, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So any, before we kind of finish up here, any bits of advice that you would give your younger self or someone listening to this who really truly wants to step into their own power in creating their life?
Yes. If you're going through something that's traumatic or awful right now, it gets better and it's teaching.
Yeah.
Is the big piece of advice I'd give my younger self or to anyone listening. You need to trust in yourself.
Yeah.
And don't give up. Don't give up. Drink water, say your prayers, go for a walk.
All the water.
Drink your water, say your prayers,
Yeah.
go for a walk. And it's amazing. And if you're not religious, that is fine. Even just do a little journaling or something, because it always gets better. It always does.
Yeah. Every adversity, every challenge has the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit for us.
It does.
There's always something there for us, always, if we're open to it. Yeah. I love that.
Absolutely. Yeah. But
okay. And so where can people find you? So on social, you're on Instagram, Facebook, website. Is there anything you want to kind of direct people to?
Sure. You can check out our Instagram, and it's at Crawford.m as in master, .s as in stylist. And then our company website is www.crawfordmasterstylist.ca.
Awesome.
Facebook is Crawford Master Stylists.
Okay. And I'll link all those in the show notes as well. Yeah. So people can go on there and find you. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For those of you listening, like, subscribe, all the podcast things that you do. That would be great. And I'll look forward to connecting with you again.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks, Kathrine. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay. Bye for now.
Bye.